How you doing?
Good. We were talking yesterday, some of the offensive linemen, about some of their position versatility with guys moving around. Are you guys doing any moving around at all, or is the nose guard, and the outside guys staying on the outside?
Coach has always made it a focal point that we should know all three positions in our down front. So, yeah, there's a lot of us move. Sometimes I play nose, sometimes I play end. A lot of moving around.
What are kind of the attributes that you need? How are they different that you need at each spot?
I'd say with nose, it's just more of the ability to just anchor on the double teams because you're getting double team way more. But and it's just more lateral movement. So they both have like skill sets that you have to be able to like master to perform effectively. But you just gotta learn the technique because coach teaches all of us the same technique, and just do your best.
Is there one spot that you kind of like right now between the two?
No, not really. I'm just ready to play wherever they put me at, make plays wherever they want to put me at.
How is Coach Vince? How are you guys getting along?
Oh, great. Very insightful. A lot of information about the game, technique-wise, formation-wise, just everything all around, just a lot of football knowledge. So I just try to soak up as much as I can whenever we're in meetings or whenever we walk through or just whenever in practice. You can get just new information every day, really.
He seems
like playing in two gap as opposed to one gap in the play.
I'd say the biggest difference is just gap responsibility. It's a little bit in the fact that you're only responsible for one gap in the 4 down, but in the 3 down you're responsible for 2 gaps. So it's a little bit more difficult, but it's nothing we can't handle.
Is it more of an intellectual thing of just knowing, like picking it up, like the snap, like a mental thing as opposed to physicality, like just knowing, reading things?
Yeah, like your reads are a lot different when you're responsible for 2 gaps. So that's something we all had to get used to, just knowing that we're responsible for 2 gaps. So we have to keep our eyes in both, like with whatever comes between the 2 gaps we're responsible for.
You guys have kind of an attack mindset, it seems like. Coach is talking about violence, effort, technique. How much do you like this kind of assertiveness that you guys are kind of bringing to the defense right now?
I love it because I feel like that's the way you just have to play defense. Violent, assertive, really all in your face kind of defense. I feel like that's a great way to play defense.
Go ahead.
How do you feel like going against an offense as fast as the one you guys go against will help you going into the season?
I feel like just like mentally, just calculating the information on the field. I feel like when we get to games, it's going to be a lot quicker just because of how fast we go during practice. So I feel like that's the upper hand we're going to have against our opponents.
You feel like the kind of struggles that you guys went through on defense last year will help you this year?
Oh yes, of course. Just knowing the mistakes you made from last year and how you can improve on them, I feel like it's just going to help us a lot.
The last time UCLA ran a true 3-4 here was several years back, and I think Kenny Clark was the nose tackle. Have you ever watched some of his tape from here?
Oh yeah, of course. I watched film of Kenny, Eddie, all those guys, all the greats that played before me, just to pick up whatever technique they were using, just all of that stuff.
So did you watch some more film than usual of 3-4 guys as opposed to 4-3 guys just to prepare for this?
Yes, and NFL 3-4, just to see how it's play at the highest level. I feel like that helped me.
Who do you feel like is the ultimate example that you've seen on film, NFL at any level? Some guys that you've seen.
For nose, I would have to say Benny Logan, and for ends, I would have to say DeForest Buckner, his old film before they switched to a 4 down. Jarrell Casey for Tennessee is a pretty good end. And yeah, I can't really think of anything else right now, but yeah.
You guys got a new big addition with Antonio out there. How's he looked?
Oh, he's looking great. Just to see the strength he has as a freshman is really a marvel to see. Very sturdy in the middle, controls double teams. It's really good to see.
Yeah, Terry Donahue was talking to you guys out there before practice started. What did he have to say to you guys?
He just told us about how blessed we are to be in an environment like this with some of the greatest coaches in the world, some of the greatest facilities in the world. So we should just take advantage of everything we're given.
How has your role changed at all with the 3-4 alignment?
I would say it's a pretty big change, but not too big. I'm still on the D line, moving from in to now playing on the outside, moving to the inside, taking on the heavier guys, double teams and whatnot. But I'm taking care of it. Handling it well.
So you're playing mostly nose?
Oh no, I haven't been playing too many reps in nose. I've been going from in to tackle.
Oh, okay.
On the interior, yeah. I mean, this is different. It's just different for me. I was more like an outside linebacker last year, whereas now I'm like on the interior. Yeah.
How did you prepare yourself to play that kind of role? Like, what did you have to do during the off season with getting weight on and things like that?
I mean, I attempted to gain some weight. My weight's been fluctuating. It's going up, going down. That to me, that doesn't really matter. What really matters to me is my explosiveness, getting off the ball, striking my man, and being violent with it. That's I don't really care who is in front of me. It's more about it's just about me going. Yeah.
Do you still weigh yourselves before and after every practice?
Before and after every practice, yeah.
With the new tempo and how hard it's been, some guys have said, is it a bigger fluctuation with before weight, after weight because of how hard you guys are working?
I would say, you lose about 1 or 2 pounds, but coaches have fuel for us right afterwards. We're fueling during practice as well, trying to get as much energy as we can so that we're not burning too much fat off. Not burning too much weight off and whatnot.
Most coaches are pretty energetic, but Vince seems to kind of take it to a new level with the way he is out there on the field during drills. How much is that kind of added to the energy that you guys have out there?
I mean, usually when when he is emphasizing things, sometimes it might mean that guys aren't doing it right. But at the same time, I like when he does use his voice. It's very, very intense, and it really get me going. And I don't know, just he's a guy, a big NFL guy, and it just kind of reminds me of like what it takes to get to that next level. And like I said, his emphasis is really big and plays a key role, I would say.
What have you thought of Moses Robinson-Carr's development? He started in spring on the D-line, and now he's gotten a little more seasoned.
I would say Moses, man, that's my guy right there. Moses is a big effort guy, I think from the transition, being a tight end, moving to the defensive line, it's a lot of technical things with the defensive line that you're going to learn to pick up on, and I think he's been picking up on things. I think he does have some room for improvement. I think we all have room for improvement, but I love that kid's effort, his violence. He's always getting after it. I can say that about my man's.
How do you go ahead?
Certainly everyone knows about Chip Kelly's offenses at Oregon. How much did you know about the way he played defense?
To be honest, I didn't know too much about Coach Kelly, but now that I do have him, I got to say that he's a great man. Everything that I've seen with the change coming from the old coaching staff, the new coaching staff, I would say that he's doing a very good job with his job. What
about Azanaro? What have you liked about him?
Excuse me?
Coach Azanaro?
Oh man, that's I really like Coach Az. That's a great man right there. Overall, yes sir.
What do you like about him?
I like his, I don't know, he just reminds me of people tell me I'm like an old soul, and I really look up to my elders, and I know with old people, something to gain from them is knowledge. And with him, when we're up there in the meeting rooms, the knowledge that he gives you, I'm starting to understand a lot of things that, I didn't really see when I'm looking at film. But, when he's pointing things out, he's pointing out specific things with, I'm even learning things with coverage and whatnot. I'm learning things with the outside guys. I'm learning things with the inside guys. And every time I go in the meeting room with him, I always pick up something, Even when it's off the field or something, about just him around, it's always something that he has to say that I pick up. And then, like I said, with older people, always comes knowledge, and I've been picking up a good amount of knowledge from him.
Does it help you that he used to be a defensive line coach as well, so it's like you have kind of double position coach? Like
I said, he emphasizes everything, whether it's the line, whether it's the linebackers, or it's the defensive backs. Like I said, I pick up a lot from Coach Az. Coach Az is a great man.
What do you think is the biggest takeaway from last season that you think will help you this season for you?
Well, my thing is I'm a very twitchy guy. I'm a very explosive guy. Last year, I watched film on myself still from last year, even though it's different defense and whatnot. I just look at the way I played. Last year, I didn't feel like I was getting off the ball like I am this year. Like this year, I've been emphasizing getting off the ball because I'm a very fast. Like I said, I'm a fast guy now. Being a smaller guy on the inside, I got to get off and I got to hit my man in front of me first before he gets to me, get some knockback.
When we talked to Rick Wade last week, he was talking about the new defense. The mentality is aggression and speed and being quick. And you said violent before too in spring camp. Is the mentality in fall camp starting out to kind of just always go at 100%, even if that means making some mistakes early on? Like you guys want to just go fast instead of thinking about it and being perfect all the time?
Yeah, I think that being on the field, just from experience, when you think, that's when things go wrong. I believe just going full speed, like Coach says, effort, that's his first thing. Whenever he goes over his emphasis, effort is always the first thing that comes up. Yeah, effort, most definitely.
How do you feel like having to keep up with the pace of this offense is going to help you as you guys go into the season and play some real games?
Can you repeat that, please?
How do you feel like having to keep up with the pace of this offense will help you guys on defense as you're going into playing other games during the season?
I mean, like I said, we're just going. I mean, I haven't really been thinking too much about that, but I do know, and I've been told by other elderlies and whatnot, that when it does come time for game time, we're going to be ready to play. And that's what I look forward to, is being ready to play.
How do you feel like the offense has kind of progressed as you've been going against them?
I think everybody out on the field is doing well. I think everybody is trying to do their job and whatnot. I think everybody's giving a good amount of effort.